In this video, I'm going to share a shortcut technique that is very powerful to transform your reality or manifest. Now, the whole technique is based off the core concept of manifestation that I promote, which is manifestation is building memory in advance. I also say manifestation is re-identification. So, your identity is the personification of your memory. Memory is also called as karma. And the key concept here is, in order to manifest something, you have to become that which you want to create. So the identity must change to match the reality that you want to experience. In quantum physics, they call this the observer. The observer, which is the identity, and the observed, which is three-dimensional reality, are one and the same. So the identity is everything. What is the identity? Well, we said it's the personification of the memory. More practically speaking, identity is how you think. It's how you feel. It's how you interact with the world. It's how you react to the world. It is how you invest yourself through your thinking and feelings, simply put. So the shortcut technique with that understanding is that one of the ways you can measure how your identity is changing. Let's say, for example, you've been doing a meditation practice and you've been doing this practice for consistently over a period of time. Let's say this manifestation or practice is around manifestation or creating something that is outside your norm. Therefore, it should be changing your memory. Changing your memory can mean it is implanting new memory. It is implanting new or simply information. Memory is just information. If you think of it like a software. So when you're installing new software, the result of that should be the identity should change. Identity means how you think and how you feel should change. And as a byproduct of all of that, the reality starts to change. How you can measure this is, again, thinking and feeling, but how the shortcut technique to doing this is tied into what I'm going to share about measurement. You should start paying attention. You should start it should become more and more obvious of all the things of your old identity that are no longer in alignment with the new identity that is birthing through you. So as the information changes, the identity will change. And one of the markers for success is the old ways of thinking, the old ways of feeling will start to become more obvious, and you'll start to, this is the key here, separate yourself from them. What do I mean by this is, instead of seeing them as you, which is your old identity, you will start seeing them as separate from you, which is why you're going to be able to notice them. And by putting your awareness on something is like a sword. It is shedding light on that, which means all the darkness around that cannot exist. It means therefore it will be healed. It'll be released. So I watched a video the other day from Joe Dispenza, and it's a beautiful video. It shares some very simple concepts. And the big takeaways from this, which ties into this video, which is a shortcut, which is something I've been sharing in the Pilot Millionaire Program, which is a private group of people that I've been working with, which we're doing our first public millionaire meeting on August 20th. I'll share more about that in a minute. The concepts in the video is about what are you investing your emotions and your attachments to? Like, for example, what's living rent-free in your head, which is what one of the members of the program translated as. Are you investing? Are you holding a grudge? Are you having investments in anger? And acknowledging that whatever you are having outside of you is a reflection. That if you are having anger issues or you're mad at somebody, you are using them to justify being in hatred or being in anger. Or if Joe Dispenza talked about, if you're looking at Facebook and you're feeling bad about yourself, you're using the Facebook to express comparison or judgment against yourself. So understanding that everything is a mirror around you. And that when you start paying attention to all these things, because it's a perspective game. Seeing things for what they are. Seeing yourself and why you're doing things and understanding the meaning, the actual truth, beyond what society tells you. Understanding that you are using a situation because, as Dispenza, one of his words uses addicted. People get addicted to stress, they get addicted to fear, they get addicted to anger, they get addicted to low self-esteem. And so you have to pay attention to those things. And what is going to help you to pay attention to that is when you start doing something. The two things is start building a practice around extended time of creating new information, building new memory, because that's going to change your identity and that will separate. But the shortcut technique, outside of just doing something every day, morning when you wake up, evening before you go to bed, is start to pay attention and detaching yourself from the old identity, things that you know are unhealthy, things that you know are not associated with who you want to become. So if you haven't taken time to figure out who you want to become, what is the ideal, that is the place to start. But once you have established that, assuming you already have or you have some idea about that, ask yourself, does that version of you have these different problems? Are they invested? Are they continually feeling anger around this? Are they using social media in this way? And there's no judgment, and this is important. There is no right or wrong here. Everything that you have done or have been doing has led you to this point, and there's a reason for it, because there's a lesson there. And that's the whole key, is there's lessons in all of it. Something to master. Now, that is a very, very nice way of dismissing how much suffering goes along with that, and I hear you, believe me. But at the same time, the more that you shed light on that, the more it's going to be able to heal. And at the end of the day, this is the most important takeaway. At the end of the day, all you can do is control yourself. You can't control outside of you. In fact, that by controlling yourself to the best of your ability, you will notice that the things around you will also take care of themselves. Controlling yourself is being dictated by who you want to become. So how are you controlling yourself, or what is the orientation of what you're controlling? You're controlling yourself to keep you aligned with what you want to become. That is how you think and how you feel. So the main message, the takeaway, if you want to forget everything else I said, is detach from all the old stuff so you can refocus on the new. That means stop thinking and feeling the problems and all the suffering, and start thinking and feeling things that you want to experience as if they are already real. That is the main takeaway of this entire video. Now, with that said, I want to remind you, August 28th, Monday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be doing the very first public Millionaire Meeting. Millionaire Meeting is a name for our gatherings that we do with the pilot group that's been going on for exactly 1 month to the day on August 28th. We're going to be doing on that call, on that YouTube Live. So subscribe and hit the bell notification for this channel and set the reminder in your calendar so you don't miss it. Just show up about 5 minutes early. We're going to be doing what I call millionaire identification, which is approximately 20 to 25, maybe even 30 minutes of a extended meditation, a special kind of meditation that is probably something you've never experienced before. It's something that has come through me. Something that I've been inspired with, that we've been using. We're on our 7th variation of it now, which keeps evolving. And this has been facilitated by the Holy Spirit. There's a whole backstory about all this, how the Holy Spirit has come in. But long story short, we're going to be doing that on that call, and we're on that millionaire meeting. And we're also going to be doing a small group coaching segment where I'm going to talk about mastering the basics. And what are the 2 fundamental basics that you must master if you want to create? I'm going to simplify everything. So don't miss that. August 28th, 5:38 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see you there. As always, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, leave them underneath this video. Give this video a like so other people can see it in their news feeds. Wishing you the best. Happy manifesting. God bless.